quality sticker. Wait, better idea. Oh, darling. Man, holding a new deck is like better than holding a newborn. Just kidding, that's not true. Alright, so here's a trick that I think I may have come up with. If I didn't, let me know. But I'll have the spectator shuffle up a deck if they want, and then we're going to have them just touch a card. So let's say they touch this one right here, which is the 8 of hearts, alright? We're going to keep that card in the center of the pack and just give it a little bit of a shuffle. From here, I'd have them select another card. So let's say they chose this one right here. Hopefully it's not the 8 of hearts. Cool, 6 of clubs. This card is going to help us find your original card. So I'm going to place it on top. And what's going to happen, I'm going to cut it to the center of the pack, but you're going to help me. So you can tell me when to stop. Right there. Cool. Nice and slow. Now, before I place this on top of the 6 of clubs here, let's take a look at the cards that are going to be on either side of it. All right, so the one below it is the Ace of Diamonds. All right, and the one that's going to be on top of it is the King of Hearts. All right, so that was the Ace of Diamonds, King of Hearts. Just like that. Now, all I would have you do is name your card as I drop the pack. 8 of Hearts. Cool. Let's go to that 6 of clubs. There's only 2 cards on either side of the 6 of clubs here. But remember, I showed you what they were. But there's 2 possibilities. One of them could be yours. Check it out. Look at the top one here. Okay, King of Hearts, not yours. Meaning you have one more chance, which could be the 8 of Hearts. Now, I'll show you how it's done. Alright, so you may have figured out how it was done during the performance. I don't know if I did it well enough, but here is how it works in case you didn't. So you can start off allowing the spectator to shuffle the pack. After they're done, you're going to have them select a card or touch a card depending on the control you use to get their card to the bottom of the pack. That's all you have to do. Alright? So the control I did, and there's various ways of getting their card to the bottom, but the one I did was this. I don't know what it's called. It's not by me though. You're going to have them just touch a card. Okay, it's very important that they just touch it. So let's say they touch this one right here. I'm going to kind of point to it with this card here and then ask them if this is the one they touched. They'll say yes, but as I do that, I'm going to kind of line up that card with the cards that they touched so that it almost looks like they're flush. And I'm going to show them this card here, which is the 4 of diamonds. All right, then as I'm going down, I'm going to have my thumb on the top and these fingers on their card right here. Now, as I go down, I'm going to actually pull their card to the side so that it actually looks like this is the card they touched, when in reality, this is their card right here. And then as I bring the pack together, I'm actually going to just have their card go to the bottom of the pack like that. So we can do this again. So let's say they touch, this card right here. I'll show them, which is the 8 of Hearts. Boom. The card is like this. We put it together on the bottom. All right, and then you can do a couple overhand shuffles while just maintaining their card on the bottom. After this, you're going to have them select another card. All right, so let's say they chose this one right here, which is the 9 of Hearts. You're going to tell them that this card is going to help us find your original card, which was the 8 of Hearts. All right? Obviously, don't show them that. You're going to place it on the top. You're going to tell them that you're going to cut it to the center of the pack. But you can get them to help you if you want. So they can tell you when to stop as you riffle. Right? Do it slowly so they don't think you're doing something suspicious. Then what I'll say is before I place this on top, kind of doing this motion so they understand what's happening, I'll say let's take a look at the cards on either side of the 9 of Hearts. So flip it over. Then you're going to place this card on top of the other pack, about halfway on, just like that. All right? Then you're going to flip over this card and say, look, the 8 of clubs is going to be below your 9 of Hearts here, or the 9 of Hearts. Flip it back over, and then you're going to want to show them this card, but in order to show them without it being their card, you're going to pull the 9 of Hearts over, just like this, but while simultaneously pulling their card as well. So, like that. All right? But because this card isn't fully on the pack, I'll just reset that. You're going to have to pull their card first in order to kind of line up their cards like this, all right? So that when you pull them, it almost looks like one card. Oh, sorry, I wasn't showing you. Just like that. Because if you pull them at the exact same time, bam, it's going to not be lined up and they're obviously going to see that. So don't do that. So you practice that enough and it should look like you're just pulling one card. across, right? So now their card is actually under the 9 of hearts here. Then you can show them this bottom card and say, look, this is the 4 of spades. And then to emphasize the fact that either cards on the side of the 9 of hearts is not their card, I'll say, look, this is the, what was the card that I showed them? The 8 of clubs. So I'll say, look, this is the 8 of clubs, 4 of spades. That way they really think that none of them are your cards. Place it on top. Then you can tell them to name their card as you flip the deck. So they're going to say the 8 of hearts, flip it, go to the card that was flipped over. You can show them that there's 2 cards on either side, right? Take them out slowly. You can tell them that there's only 2 possibilities that one of these could be their card, even though I showed them the cards on either side. So then you show them the top one, 4 of spades. Then you show them the bottom one, which will be their card, the 8 of hearts. So that's how you do the trick. Now there is another way to actually get to slide their card over. When you go to cut the deck, before you cut it, just get a pinky break on their bottom card. Let's say it was a 3 of spades. Just get a pinky break on it. And then as you grab the pack here with the other hand, you're going to hold that break just like this. All right, then you're going to bring over the pack just like that while maintaining their pinky break there. Show them the card, put it on the side, show them the bottom card. All right, now as you flip it back over, what you can actually do is drop that card on top of it. Right now, if you do that quickly enough, it might look good. It will require a little bit of practice, but just practice, right? So 10 of diamonds, you flip it over, bam, their card is actually right there now. Then you can pull this over without having to do the way I did it. Put this on top, do the procedure again. The card is still in the same spot, as you can see. So that is the trick. If you have to go to the bathroom, do it now.